Okay, it's great to finally have you here, Anton, man. It's been a long time since we last worked together, but I'm excited to see what you're going to bring to the team. I know you're going to be great for the players and the staff, so how do you feel about finally being here?
No, I'm good. It's excited to be here. I think it's been maybe a long time coming. You've been like the agent behind the scenes. I think the fans and everyone should know that. Like without you, probably it doesn't work out. But I want to ask you, tell me about Gotham, and I know we've had conversations and stuff like that. But tell me what to expect and yeah, why Gotham is seeming so amazing so far.
I think for us, like it's about the people first and foremost. Like we've managed to get a good group of people, like both staff and players, and obviously we had an amazing first year, and then going into the second year we broke a lot of records, but we really want to kind of build on that and make sure it's kind of a sustainable kind of program that players are coming in, especially with the new players that are coming in, that can kind of like get on board quickly and assimilate and buy into what we're trying to do here and the way we play.
Yeah, so you spoke about like the culture and being sustainable. Like what's your like ideas and your thoughts and what you want to continue to add? Because I think from what I've heard you've done an incredible job, but what's like next for you in terms of like this group and how exciting it's been?
I think ultimately it's about like giving the players the power to drive what we're doing within. So okay, yes, we can talk about what we want to do, but I like to see when new players come in, how the players that have already been here can explain it and identify like how we can train, obviously on the pitch, but also culturally in and around the environment, and the kind of stuff that we're looking for in people, in the way they act, the way they carry themselves. That's going to sustain the culture and the environment. The group that we have now, I feel like that's going to be a big part of it. So a lot of the players, or let's say senior players that have the experience and the knowledge, it's like how do they feed that into the younger players coming up. We've got players that are coming in who have been looking up to these players there since they started playing, so it's nice to kind of see how that gets transferred down and everyone can kind of get on the same page.
Obviously I've worked with you guys before and I know Juan really well, but it seems like it's been evolved, like from where we were years back. I'm looking at it and it's like a completely new level. So what would you kind of like maybe give to the fans around what they should expect from the playing style and the philosophy?
Obviously we just want a style that people want to turn up and watch. So we want to be exciting, we want to break all the records. Every week we kind of set up and it's going to be focused on us. Like we're not really going to focus too much on okay, this team, that team. Is about what we can do and how we can make ourselves better. We want to be obviously solid defensively and keep that our defensive record. We have a very good defensive record last year, so we want to maintain that, but ultimately we want to execute and score more goals on the other end, and that's what's going to excite the fans. That's what's going to bring players in, and it's what we like to watch. Like we both grow up watching football, and we want to see how people express themselves on the pitch, and in order to do that we need to have the solid base and foundation, but making sure that people have the freedom to be able to express themselves and just enjoy playing. I just like players being free on the pitch and enjoy playing what they do.
When I was a player, I would have loved to have a coach like you, because I just think your manner and the calming way, I think you make players feel to be able to express themselves. And I can't fly out here and have this conversation without touching on Orlando. How was that? How was the feeling? Like first and foremost to be trusted.
Yeah, obviously it was nice to obviously have the privilege to take the team, but I feel like we had a group of players that knew exactly what needed to be done, and they kind of gave me the responsibility to lead the team, and I didn't feel like I had to do anything different or special. Like everybody knew the game plan, everybody knew what they needed to do, and the players were very like complimentary of how I coach anyway. They was like, you don't need to change, you don't need to do anything different, just be yourself, and then they was gonna back it and ride for the team, and ultimately that's ended up what happened. Like we had situations before the game, but the players, they turned up, they showed out, and we got the job done. So I think it was exciting. Like it was cool to see it from the other side. Yeah, I had a great time, and obviously everyone loves when you win. So
honestly, that's what I've come here to do. I want to win. Like I want to develop the players, make them as good as possible, and I feel if we can do that right, because it's a collective thing, then we can win. But for you, how do we take this team back to winning? Because obviously not last season, the season before, you done unbelievable when you was champions, and last year maybe a little bit unlucky. I was following the game, and that's football, isn't it? But how do we get this team back to winning? Which I know that's what the fans want to hear about. And I think as well, it's worth mentioning is like when we say this aspiration, it doesn't mean it has to be this season, because it is a long-term project that I've signed up for. But I think that's what we want to take the team on and get back to, I think, that winning feeling. So how would you say we can do that and give that message to the supporters?
I think it's just building. Like, it's all right, we have our goals for the season and targets, but for me it's just about winning each day. So we take each day as it comes, and you win that day, win the next day, and hopefully over the aggregate then you can see the result. Obviously everyone would love to win, only one team can win at the end of the day, but for us it's about the daily wins and the small percentages. I feel like you take care of the small details and the small percentages, and then each day is just like every day we show up with the same mentality and you stay focused, you stay ready, and then at the end of the day hopefully you win. But I don't really define success with who lifts the trophy. Obviously that's the big prize at the end of the day, but for me is the team getting better? Are the players getting better? Are we developing players? Okay, and are we looking better than we were the year before? And yeah, obviously you want to win, but like I said, only one team can win it, and if it's us then great, but if it's not, I'll still be proud of what we have achieved over the season. Obviously
coming in to like support that player development, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Like, I'm excited to be here and join the guys and push the team forward. And like you said, if we can just make the players better day in, day out, and like push that mentality, because they are winners at the end of the day. Like they've gone through so much in their careers and what they've pushed through to even just be here at Gotham. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully we can get those small wins that will go on and obviously get us the bigger win.
Obviously we're from London, we lived in Asia, Hong Kong, and now moving to America with the families and that. How is it looking for you and your perspective and where you're at in your career? Like, how you feel like it's something that you always wanted to do?
Yeah, I think I wanted to try something different. So I was obviously at my previous club for a long time, and I had unbelievable experiences. Like, I learned so much. I lived in different countries and travelled and obviously had good successes with the team. But I feel like it comes a time where you want to come outside the comfort zone, and I think when I spoke with the club and like with yourself and Juan and the coaching staff, I had that instant feeling that this is where I need to be, and like given my skill set, I just feel like the role is perfect. So of course, like, it's the unknown for the family, but I think like the way I want to kind of like raise my kids is like, I want them to have a growth mindset, and I feel like if you always stay in your comfort zone, then you can become very fixed and very like used to what you're doing, and you might not grow in areas where you could if you just go and explore the world. So obviously, what better place to move than like New Jersey and New York? So it's not a bad place, to be honest. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how the family settles and yeah, just taking on this challenge.
You have a real community feel here. Like, everyone's kind of involved. Like, the fans are great. The stadium, like the pre-match before the games, is like a big show. So you have like this entertainment side of it, which is kind of new. It was new for me, so, and you'll see how it is. Like, you have like the national anthem every game and stuff, and it's exciting to see like how much people care about the game, not only the game and the result itself, but the whole build up and lead into it. And then obviously back working with Juan, like, have you seen a development or a different side of Juan to when you last worked with him?
He's evolved. Like, everyone's like yourself, Ak, the whole team, coaching team has evolved, but I think Juan himself is like, he's had like different experiences to when we worked together. Like, he's had to go to Spain and he's come out here to America, and I think those experiences, I think, has like helped and shaped him to like evolve like his game model. He's such an infectious person, and he just brings people together. So it's like, we've got us who have worked together, but his idea of things is not just going to be like working with people he knows. Like, he goes and finds the best people, and I think that's what he's done here with Gotham. So like, to be able to work with Jen, to work with Brody, like to work with like the analysis team, like the high performance, like I think Juan's worked good with the club to like be able to like just get some experts in. And I feel like what you find is when you're working with like good people, you learn loads, but then your job becomes easy because it's like you have those instant like connections and synergies, and that's kind of like what it seems here at Gotham, like really good professionals and good people.
I think it's going to be a good time, man, like you said, and that's probably the most important thing to me is everybody's working here, we're putting all the hours, and ultimately you're spending probably more time with the people in the coaching staff and the players, and sometimes on with your family. Like, you're on the road all the time. Like, we're here in Spain, Marbella. Obviously we both haven't seen our family for a little while, but so it's important that we have a good group that we can bounce off each other. When someone's down, we can pick each other up, and that's probably the most important thing to me, like having that core group. And then obviously we want to win games, but everyone's kind of working to that same process and the direction we want to get to. Like, so we have a clear path and a vision, and then like you just enjoy it on the way. Like it's all about enjoying those little moments whenever you can. Like this is beautiful. Like imagine we coming in.
It's not too bad. It's not too
That's
bad.
what I'm saying. Like we're here. Like you know what I mean. From
Yeah.
coming from where we come from. Like this is. I mean, this is amazing, and like and seeing the journey and the growth, man. And who knows where we can take it. So looking forward to this season, 2025. It's going to be a big year for Gotham.
Yeah, no, it's been, obviously we could talk for hours about which we do, but it's like, great to just reconnect again. And just want to say a big hello to the fans and everyone that's connected with Gotham, and thank you to everyone for bringing me here, and thank you for your time. And hopefully we can have a successful season.
Appreciate it.
Nice one, bro.
That'll be $50 for the interview.